There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Today, like I said yesterday, I'm gonna make a new outfit on stream. Um, because there's not gonna be any sounds from the games or stuff like that, I am gonna add a little bit of background music. I forgot to set that up, and I forgot I need to set that up in a whole different way. First problem already. Let's see. I just remembered I have multiple tracks for sounds. What am I gonna call it? Browser. There we go. And hi, Wish, welcome. Let's see. I have way too many. Wait, I can show this. That's no problem. Yeah, these are the sources I have to look through. One of these sources is what I need, and I have way too many sources. I'm looking for SteelSeries Sonar, and then the media. I think it falls under. This is aux, that's waffle. I already have waffle in. Media. That added the music. There we go. So we're gonna have that as a nice background thing. How are you? And something fun happened yesterday. Oh, that's always good. Something not so fun happened today. Mute gonna be any sound in general. So I decided to actually add music today. It is royalty free. I had to look all that special stuff up. And yeah. So today I am gonna recreate this outfit. Kind of. Instead of Kohai, I'm gonna do waffle. I'm gonna do a skirt, thigh highs, choker. I'm just gonna have the choker that I always have on instead of this brown one. Cat ears I'm also gonna leave out because of dog ears. And we're gonna do this whole process from start to finish. I'm gonna put this one open on the other screen, or at least that I can easily access it. But yeah, what happened today? Today somebody didn't listen to me, and it scared me a little bit. So what happened is I went to the forest like I do like usual. And there are deers in that forest, which is totally fine. I trained my dogs on that. Specifically, to just listen to me. Today Raz had a little bit of a teenage moment and didn't listen to me and went after a deer running. Like fast. So that scared, well, I can't say that word, but that scared me badly. After trying to run after him, of course I can't keep up with them. It's a deer and a dog. No way I can keep up with them. I just stood still, kept calling him nicely with a calm voice, because that's important. Otherwise, if I start screaming, it sounds like I'm pretty close still. Great tip. If your dog runs away, don't start yelling. Well, yelling is okay, but as soon as he's out of sight, just try to stay calm, which is really, really hard. And just call them in a normal voice. For the simple reason that if dogs have really, really good hearing. So if I scream, he can hear me further away. And he thinks, oh, okay, I'm still close enough. That's why he switched to the normal voice. If Res was a bad boy, he was a bad boy. Like, he scared me. But yeah. I already duplicated the model, because that's how I do it. I just duplicate my base model so I don't have to change every single detail. Again and again and again. But from there on, we're going to build upon. It always takes a little bit of a minute to load into Vword. And then finally everything loads in, but then the model doesn't load. It also takes 2-3 minutes. It's fast today. Oh. As you can see, just my default model without a choker. Once you actually look at it, you can see some small stuff.
I'm mad.
Waffle's mad. Interesting how Waffle says that. This is the software I use for Waffle. Let's see, because she does have a command. Settings. Moderation then? Wait, which day is today? 1-4. Oof. Oh yeah, it's reached the... Oh well. I can't find the thing right now. That's right. Doesn't matter. So yeah, we're gonna start at the beginning. Probably, I'm gonna go with a default skin. So only painted nails. And these are... Wait, since when is my model 175? My model is supposed to be 170. Might be because of the shoes. I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, basically I start with a blank skin. The only thing that's painted is my nails. Which I always have my nails painted in purple. I do have one that's different. That's the Red Riding Hood. But that one also has a necklace. And then we have the main. And we have a different main. Because this is the good main. This is the bad main. But that's because I just copied it. And it always makes another main for some reason. Okay. Well, because we don't have to do any hairstyle stuff and any face stuff, I don't have to worry about that. Because that's already what I copied and done. We're gonna right away go to outfit. And from there on out, I don't like doing a whole set. Because you can't really edit them. This I can edit. But I'm gonna start with presets. And starting with a preset is most of the time easier to look at. Just to... Oh, I can make this bigger? Oh. Learn something new. Just have a little bit of a feeling on what I'm looking for. For example, I'm looking for something like this. A big shirt. Not really, I'm looking for something with short shoulders. I'm not looking for a tank top. Doesn't look too bad, however. But yeah, that's most of the time how I go by getting ideas of what I want. I'm just gonna look through this. But I already know what I want, so I don't have to go through here. Most of the time what I can do is just go to customize and create new. I don't want to save the one that I've on. And in here, I have all the tops and everything that I could need. Tops, dresses, bottoms. Bottoms is for later on. Dresses as well. Those are all different type of categories. Now we want to stay at top. And we basically just want a t-shirt. Do I want a white color? I don't think this is a white color. No, it's not. So there we go. This is basically the basis of it. The way I'm going to make it is, of course, I'm not going to use Kawai's picture. I'm the... Don't know what you're talking about on the Switch. And I always start with just adjusting stuff. Like as you can see, I can adjust that bottom part. Well, I want that thin. The sleeves, longer or shorter. Narrow or open. I like them a little bit more narrow. And things like that. That's just how you change some of the stuff. I do like... The shirt kind of falls a little bit longer. Like, it doesn't fall like that. It falls more like this for me. So I'm gonna do about the same. I don't like the waist width. Something you can do, but is not recommended, is going into minus. And that is because then you can get skin clipping. But I can also take care of that with another way. Sleeve narrowness is... I also want a little bit thinner. Yeah, they don't recommend doing it, but... Yeah. There are ways that you can use it still and work around it. Where is it? Sleeve narrow. Let's say minus 50. Oh wait, that's a narrowness, so we need a plus. Let's say 200. Here, now you can see that there's a little bit of weird texturing, which we don't want. So 200 is too much. I'm gonna go with 150. Looks a little bit more normal. It's a little bit shorter, which is fine. Something like that. Pretty easy, pretty standard. And nice. So now we have the base of that. Now I could start texturing right away. What I always like to do is first I get the clothing together. So I'm going to change my bottom as well. Which is going to be an import. Start editing because I already have it. Let's see. The skirt is... I think this is already pretty close. It is already really close right away. Which bottoms are these? Don't need that. Sometimes I just have too much stuff. This is nothing. Yeah, because it does fall like a pencil skirt, which is nice. We have it quickly. And then for the socks I'm gonna do something differently. And shoes, do I wear normally I don't wear shoes. So I might not wear shoes. Maybe I will wear shoes. Sometimes I did wear shoes once with it. Those were my sneakers. I'm gonna have to see what I'm gonna do with that. Will I make it pink? Yes. Um, as you can see, the dress itself is pinkish. I'm gonna try to recreate a little bit of a pattern with a little bit of whiteness going straight. And a little bit of purple going down. But I'm gonna see how I'm gonna do that. That's gonna require a lot of, well, work. Now, this is a good one. I have a striped version on my socks. There's only one actual striped version. Just to make it myself a little bit easier, I'm gonna choose these. Even though they are not tie-highs, I'm gonna make them tie-highs in the long run. I just checked another VTuber stream and chat. There is so much simping, too much that I got weirded out and ran away to you. Fair enough. Instead, on the picture, as you can see, I also have red tie-highs. The colors didn't match, so I bought actual other tie-highs, but they came in later. I do have pink tie-highs, so I'm gonna use those instead. And there are sometimes people that simp really badly over, well, streamers. Let's see. I might just leave it without shoes. Or high heels. I don't like wearing high heels. Okay. I do like combat boots though. They look pretty nice. But I won't wear them myself so that it won't fit. Something I do wear is a little bit more closer to this, but then full shoes, not open. Why are they? How they are? These things are miracles. And hi, Camouflage Cat. Good morning. Hope you had a good
Waffles,
night rest.
waffles. Treats are the best. Waffle loves cookies too. Treats, playtime, and LARPing fun are Pawsome. Let's keep the happiness flowing. Waffle is here for all the joy. Woof woof waffles.
Woof woof waffles. How are you doing, Camouflage Cat? Okay. Now, I basically have the basis of the costume now ready. Which means I'm going to go back again to the shirt. The shirt's probably not going to be that hard, because I already have a picture of Waffle that I'm going to use. Which I only have 2 pictures of Waffle. Well, 4 pictures of Waffle. One with and one without a mantle. And it's basically only Waffle like this and Waffle in talking, which have ears are perked up. So what I'm most likely going to do is I'm going to go to the shirt. Yes, save temporary items. That's fine. And now there are 2 ways of doing it in Vroid. I can either edit in here, which is going to be a pain to do. As you can see, as soon as I draw, it shows up on the shirt. Which I don't want to do. Because that just... I can't draw Waffle that well. And there's a way easier way.
Waffle's tail wags hesitantly. Asterisk good boy ... and bad boy. Waffle just loves treats, playtime, and happiness. Let's focus on positive energy and LARPing fun.
Where did I buy these stockings? Like the real ones that I got in real life, or the ones in the model? Because the ones that I bought from real life, I bought from Amazon. In these ones, I don't know, Target. Does Target sell? I don't know. I'm not American and we don't have a Target here in the Netherlands. So I'm just guessing.
I'm mad.
Why does Waffle keep saying she's mad if she doesn't want to talk? I need to look more into waffle because there's now something going wrong with waffle. Okay. What I'm gonna do is really easy. I'm just gonna import the export. I'm gonna export this one. What it does basically, it just adds layer.png, and I like to have a special folder for that, which is textures. Which, as you can see, I have a lot of textures. Waffle shirt. There we go. And I'm gonna export short sleeve.
Waffle is mad. Waffle just wants treats, playtime, and joy. Let's keep the energy positive and focus on LARPing fun. Waffle is here for wagging tails and
short
happy
sleeve.
moments. Woof woof.
And now if on my other window, I'm gonna go to the folder where I actually saved it. Let's see. V3 textures. Wait. That's test. Oh, fun fact. I also had I realized
Asterisk Waffle's tail wags
change my title.
happily. Asterisk
There.
food and help Wisca time. Waffle is ready for treats and to assist Wisca. Let's
Yes.
spread positivity and joyful moments. Waffle is here for
Wait.
LARPing fun and wagging tails. Woof woof.
I didn't know I had this one. Short school. Oh, yeah, that's a male school outfit. But yeah, fun fact, I used to have... Oh, wait, you can barely see that. Hold on, let me zoom in. The text is still pretty unreadable for me, but on the stream side. But well, I do have swimsuit multiples. And I made then my own swimsuit. I remember that, yeah. But yeah, basically what I do is I go to the place where I actually save the textures. And because I'm more familiar with it, I'm using paint.net. I am starting to learn how to actually use a program called... I don't even know how it's called. But yeah, for now I'm going to use paint.net because that's what I'm familiar with. And it's going to be pretty easy what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the waffle folder, which I've opened here. I have multiple waffle types, waffle without a head or without a body, things like that. I'm just going to go to the ref sheet one, which has the original shaded, stuff like that. And I'm going to stick with default waffle. So what I'm going to do then is both, because I want both of them on the shirt. Actually, I'm going to do this one and this one. One for the back, one for the front. Nice and easy. Gonna make Arsenet here. Maybe later tonight. And hi forward, woof woof. Welcome. Now, if I really quickly want to check which one was forward, which one was backward. I thought this was the forward one. I can really easily test. I'm just gonna move that to the side. And I'm gonna draw over one. And I know the top one is gonna be the forward one. Now, all of that I have to do is basically just copy waffle, go back, keep canvas size because we don't want to ruin the canvas size. What I also do is I hold shift. So that waffle basically shrinks automatically. Like if I go to the side, waffle shrinks still at the right text. Because if I don't hold shift, then this happens. And we don't want to squish waffle. Because that can look a little bit, yeah. Squish down waffle, stretched waffle, stuff like that can look a little bit weird. And as soon as I click shift, waffle goes to the default. And I basically place waffle a little bit where I want. That's basically it right now. I'm really bad at making stuff. That is totally fine. You start off always bad. Like, if you see my first model, it was awful. I can look if I still have those textures. But let's see. That's the waffle stuff. I need my model. I still have my original textures as well, it seems like. Main model. Oh, it's not in the text anymore. I do still have the Western and Captain outfits. I need to keep that in mind. You know what? Let me go to the latest processed one. Now I'm curious. That is Sailor Wisca. Mate. Captain Western. Mate. Main. Here. 1706. I don't know if this program actually allows me to do this. Finian. Oh, that's my OBS. It's supposed to be here. But I can load up an avatar. Main. Let's see if it works. Yes! This is my old avatar. My first avatar that I actually used. Wisca merge. Maybe one day. I would love to do Wisca merge. But as you can see, no expressions. No real good tracking. Things like that. Punk, punk, punk. Hot guy. I was more of a rebel. And a lot of these assets are actually bought or... like, this shirt was free on Booth. Things like that. This Joker I got from somewhere else. This shirt I made with Nick. Which is the only thing that I actually made. The hair got made by Moon. The tail, I don't even know how I got the tail. But yeah, that is the biggest differences between this. And if I open, let's see. V3 models for unit. No, processed for Finian. Model there. There are big differences between this and... Come on, load. It's taking its time to load. It doesn't want to go back anymore. Let me reload the file. Sometimes that helps. There we go. And this. Huge difference. But it takes time. The old Misco. Yes. Old one. So yeah, there are big differences between that. And hi, Pancake. Welcome. I am a tiny bit sad that I don't have my beta model, which I would have loved to show off. Because that's just more fun. Let's see. At least I say I don't have it, but I do have a file, which is my oldest file ever. But I doubt it will work, because back in that day, I didn't really save files. So I'm gonna check. No, it's still the same. As you can see, no tail even, and things like that. My mouth is just moving so badly. The textures around it. Oh! Yeah, it's clear that it's an old model. Models, V3. But yeah, this is the oldest version of my oldest model ever. That I still have on the computer. And for some reason, I need to load my new model twice. It is probably because it goes from... because back in the day, Feroid had Feroid, basically. .Feroid M or something like that for Feroid model. What was on the agenda again? Making a new outfit today. So yeah, that's what we're working on. And basically the inspiration is gonna be this, but instead of Kowai, I'm gonna make it a waffle. And I'm gonna make some small few changes. Things like that. Nifty. Yeah, I thought that might be fun because I wanted a new outfit anyways, so why not stream it? Well, get to work then. Yes, I will go further back to work. So yeah. But now, of course, I want to kind of know how it looks. I could do two things. I can merge them. Or I can just keep this waffle here. Wait, the current model even has a tail? My current model has a tail. It's a little bit smaller than normal. I'll show you in a minute. Actually, I don't have to. I can just turn around like this. There we go. And if I go into the software over here, zoom out a little bit. There you go. It's a little bit bigger in here because I added it in Unity. Which I'm going to do later on again. Oh, okay, too far. I think about this is good. So yeah, what I like to do most of the time is when I'm gonna save this, I'm gonna make this one invisible and save it. Oh, I need to save it as a PNG, of course. It's a multi-layer, so it doesn't do that. I still do want to edit and hydrate. Of course I'll hydrate. Let me just save this one as. Actually, I'm gonna hydrate right now. I chose those socks, and I'm gonna turn them into tires. I'll show later on how I do that. But those are the only socks that are that have stripes in them that I want. It makes it just easier in the process to copy, paste, stuff like that. Let's see, save pass. I'm gonna call it 2 because it's gonna be the second layer. And then I'm gonna do Ctrl C to get this back, just as a background for myself. Now, Pure has this nifty thing that is kind of the same as that other thing that we just used, Paint.net. I just add a layer, and I press import. And instead of getting this one, I'll just get this one. And there we go, and I can see, doesn't look that good. Waffle's head gets squished. Now, I can, myself, still change stuff on here. I can add a layer and things like that, and I can add stuff on specific layers. But, yeah, this doesn't look great. Usually models have a gigantic tail. I used to have a gigantic tail. I am still debating if I want a gigantic tail, but I'll be honest, I feel more like I look like a squirrel when I have a gigantic tail. That's the thing. So I'm still working on the tail. I just recently added it, which I'm happy with. I used to have a worse tail. I have that picture somewhere in my Discord as well, which is not easy. Okay. Which is this one. This used to be my old tail. It used to be bigger. This is my new tail. Yes, my emotes are still based on my old model, because I haven't found a new artist yet, and the emotes look good enough that I'm like, okay, I don't mind that much. Because, I'll be honest, I still think like they look cute. Like that. I might have them when I, of course, get money and stuff like that, which is always the reason you need money to change stuff. But yeah, how am I gonna fix this thing? That is a good question. That has to do to the curving. So I might need to think about placing Waffle a little bit differently. So for here, Waffle isn't curved. It starts about here. I'm on the bottom layer. So yeah, Waffle's changes start about here. So I now know, okay, from the nose about, I need to go a little bit more to the right. Let's see if that helps. Oh, get Waffle a little bit more to the right. Well, that's the thing. You only have to add these ones. So basically, if you then type between those two Wisca VT Scare, it should work. I can't type. If I do double point that and another double point, it should automatically... No, it doesn't? Oh, I thought that worked. Ah, I don't know how it works. I rarely... Most time I just click on the icons. Let's see. I'm going to move Waffle a little bit more to the right. See if that helps. Or maybe align Waffle's fluffy head with that part. Make Waffle a tiny bit smaller. And otherwise I can always move Waffle more here. But I would like to have Waffle a little bit more on the chest. And then we'll do the same thing. I'll just temporarily delete this, save, and add it again. Because I already did it once. Viewer doesn't automatically update. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to go to import again. I updated this one.
Asterisk Waffle wags her tail enthusiastically. Asterisk Waffle is on a shirt. Treats, playtime, and LARPing adventures continue. Let's keep the positive energy flowing. Waffle loves spreading joy and happiness. Woof woof.
I like how Waffle looks with the squished head. That is a little bit of thing with Feroid because of all the curvature, because it's 3D. It tries to... It's harder to have something 2D being implemented on there. I'm on the wrong layer again. It happens a lot that I'm on the wrong layer. So I'm gonna see how it looks like when Waffle is a little bit lower. Maybe that fixes it. There we go. That's an export. I need an import. Okay, that just means that Waffle doesn't look bad on this like this. Imagine the image edit program looks like a lightweight version of GIMP. It basically is. It's basically an upgraded version of Paint. That's why it's called Paint.net. It's literally just an upgraded version of Paint.
I'm mad.
Inside a short. I don't know why Waffle doesn't like talking to you, I'll be honest. Waffle does it most to you. I don't know why. I can also easily go back some iterations. But yeah, the easiest part would be having Waffle a little bit down. But maybe not that. Maybe not that far down. Maybe something more like over here. It might add a little bit of white space here. So I might add something small over here. But I first need to see how it looks. Of course. There we go. And I do that all just with key combinations. So just delete the back layer. Ctrl S to save and Ctrl C to get the...
Waffle is mad. Waffle prefers treats, playtime, and joy. Let's keep the energy positive with LARPing fun. Waffle is here for wagging tails and happiness. Woof woof.
Waffle is starting to look
Waffle's
weirder
tail
and weirder.
wags happily. Asterisk shorts. Waffle prefers treats, playtime, and joy. Let's focus on LARPing fun and spreading happiness. Waffle is here for wagging tails and joyful moments. Woof woof.
That is the thing. I never add actually this big of a picture to a shirt. That's the thing. That's gonna be a problem. Because I forgot P-Roy does this. I wanted to say shirt. Ah, that's fine. Waffle can also live in the skirt. I'll add a small picture of Waffle somewhere on the skirt as well. A really tiny one. Just for you. Okay, so we're gonna have a problem with adding flat pictures on there. Now, there are two easy solutions. Well, one easy solution. I can just make Waffle smaller. I did something wrong. There. Yeah, I already thought Waffle isn't the right size. There you go. Which this could work. But I'm gonna have to see if it works. Just having a smaller Waffle. Which would be an easy solution. Let's see. Viewer. Import. Boom. Waffle still doesn't look that great. I can also... A Waffle mask for Western cowboy skin. I used to have a Western outfit. I don't know if I have that one somewhere saved. I might have that one saved. Another one is just slowly but surely figuring out which size Waffle needs to be. Which you know Waffle is being compressed inward. Can I leave my friends here? Sure, of course you can. They tried to spank you today. You can always leave your friends here. I'll make sure to annoy them. I'm good at that. I'm on the wrong layer again. So I'm gonna go back to a bit of bigger Waffle. And we're just slowly gonna make Waffle look weird over here by stretching Waffle. Because Waffle is being compressed. Oh. Remove that. Save. Undo. And re-upload. Now we have a bit more of a stretch Waffle. Import. It really just like squishing Waffles. Yeah. We're getting there, I think. It might be because of only the head part is being squished. That makes it look weird. What if you says Waffle in the image program? Yes. Now I think of it, that might not work because the reason Waffle looks weird might just be because of the body proportions. And if it's the body proportions, I need to do something like this. But then it got to look weird as well if I just do the head. So I'm going to try stretching Waffle a little bit more. And hope that that is the case. That this will fix it. Import. I didn't see a change. Oh, yeah. That was the change. Import. Let me move it over here so I can see it better.
I'm mad.
I'm gonna really quickly look into Waffle, because Waffle does keep saying weird stuff. Live log. No color, blah de blah de blah. Message. Oh, love of skulls, yeah. It was underneath that. Stop trying to... Yeah, I have no clue what's going on. Oh! Mood. Mad. Uh-oh. Waffle is in a mad mood. In a rage mood, even. That is interesting. Let's see. Settings, I think it was in. No. Chat. Moderation?
Asterisk Waffle's tail wags happily. Asterisk food time. Waffle loves treats and mealtime. Let's enjoy the yummy food together. Waffle
wait,
is
it's
here
in
for all the
here.
delicious eats and wagging tails. Woof woof.
Current mood. Unknown. Interesting. Oh, well. I'm gonna figure that out all later. Waffle went berserk. Waffle is going berserk. Okay, so the reason Waffle's head probably looks like this is because of the bending on the 3D shirt and because it doesn't look good in proportions with the body. Which probably all causes it. I can't make Waffle's head bigger because then the body over here will look weird. If I make this head bigger, because then that will be bigger and it will just not align over here and over here anymore. So we need to find another way. I could export the guidelines, which can help me a little bit more. Now, what are the guidelines? Good question. No, those are the stripes that we see over here. Those are the guidelines. Textures, Waffle shirt, guidelines. Open with paint. There we go. For Waffle, yeah. Now I added the guidelines, and these lines basically indicate where there are faces. For those who don't know what faces are, in 3D, models work on faces. They are different kind of angles. So if let me make Waffle invisible for a second. Over here there are more faces because this is a circle. As you can see here. Over here there are more faces because it goes around my arm. So every face is basically a part that goes a different direction than the face before that. Now it tries to stay symmetrical, so if I have a tiny bit of a change here, it instantly makes a face all the way down here. Or all the way like this. And that's how 3D modeling basically works. It works with faces and things like that. They are all smooshed. It looks like Waffle. It might become a smooshed Waffle. But we're gonna figure something out. Select the Waffle. Might be smart if I do that. Now, even though I've changed Waffle a lot, I can still hold the shit. Oh, it doesn't fully originate Waffle again. Now, I have been saying stretching. Smooshing is not allowed. Indeed, we're gonna try to keep waffle as original as we can. Oh, now I have to delete this one, save, and then Ctrl C, Ctrl C. There we go. But yeah, basically the black part is, I can do whatever I want in that black part. It won't show up on the model. The white parts, or where there is no texture, basically. Except if I turn waffle off and this one off. Over here, there will be edits possible. And it will show up in here. Now, I'm curious on how it looks if we stretch waffle. We still get that funny head. If I look from the side to it, waffle kind of looks normal. You know what? I'm gonna come back to the shirt. I'm gonna think of a solution. For now, we keep it like this. But we're gonna have to think about it. The nice thing about Feared is, because it's Feared 1, they added that, I can now just press bottom and automatically go to the skirt. And the same thing, I'm just gonna import that. Export that, I mean. Export. Skirt. Skirt. Waffle. This is gonna be layer 2. Because what I have there is just a guide for now. Now, some fun techniques I can use. First of all, what I always like to do is just check perimeters. Like, what happens if I draw over here? I don't see anything happen. As you can see, I have underwear on, nothing happens. So I know this part doesn't do anything. Starting from here, it starts to do stuff. That's already pretty important to know. Now, the nice part is that it is white. That's what helps me, because I can now easily... I want it kind of pinkish. So what I can do is I'm gonna change the hue. As you can see, I can change colors with that. It makes it kind of subtle. Now, I'm looking a little bit for pink with a bit more saturation. I'm gonna grab the picture and seeing how pink it is. It's a little bit on the darker, dirty pink, so we're gonna make it a little bit darker. Change the hue, the saturation a little bit more. Maybe this one a tiny bit. Somewhat closer. And I'll save it. Boom. Of course, it's not gonna be just pink. I'm also gonna add stripes to it. But I first want to see how this looks. So I'm gonna go here. I like to add a layer instead, even if the whole layer is taken over. Import. This does not look updated. Because I didn't save it. That's why it isn't updated. Still a little bit too white for me. Okay, then, if that's the case, if I can't edit it nicely with the UI stuff, I have another way. And this is also what I do a lot of the time when I'm making my thumbnails, which I probably will also show in here. Because why not show the whole process of everything I do? Let's see. I need to grab a color, which is over here. And this opens the color wheel for me. And hello again. How are you doing today, Rian? Rian, there. Sorry. Took me a second to process the whole name. Hey, how are you doing? Welcome. From here on out, I really quickly just choose the color that I want. And then make it a little bit darker, because we're working on white. Might be a little bit too dark. This is also more purple than pink. But I can edit that right now. Can I make this bigger? I cannot make this bigger. We're going to go a little bit more towards the middle. There we go. We get a little bit more pink. I wanted a tiny bit on the darker side. Because after this, I'm going to... I don't need to blur it. Normally I blur stuff. I'm just doing overlay. As you can see, you get kind of the same effect. But I have a little bit more control. I can do, instead of overlay, I can do difference. And it just mixes the colors. I can do color burn. Actually, it looks a little bit more purple. And you keep those details, which is really nice. And then I can also adjust, okay, I want it a little bit lighter. I want it a little bit darker. Because it basically just grabs the top layer and the bottom layer and combines them. Most of the time, when I'm doing thumbnails, I do overlay because it actually has my model in it. Thank you for the head pads. What I sometimes find useful is the multiplier. So it has a little bit more of that focus on the color that I have on the top. So I want it a little bit lighter, but I can also say, okay, I want this one lighter. I can't change that. First I need to do this. There we go. So I'm saying, okay, this is a little bit, this is not enough pink. I'm gonna go more towards the lighting color. And no, not like that. RGBs always confuse me. There we go. It's all just... I need a little bit more darker. There. I think this is good. And then I just combine the layers. Save. And I then separate the layers just for myself for later on. If I don't like how it looks, I can easily add it again. And we add a layer and import. There we go. That's better. That's way better. As you can see, there's some clipping and all. I can do two things to that. I can just draw and see, oh, okay, that's where clipping occurs. I can work with that later on, which I'm going to do at the end. That will be in its own time. I can do two things. I can kind of estimate where I want the lines. Which... Oof. Oof, fun, I'm learning. Yes, we're learning a lot. Okay, now I'm gonna see... I should probably follow these lines. Okay, no, I should be between these lines. Which is good to know. If I want to not be on the creases themselves, I know, okay, I have to be between the lines of the guides. Which is good to know. That means I need the guides again. Put the guidelines. I probably should have given that one another name as well. Guide. I'm gonna open that one, which I have right here. Paint.net. Copy. Add a layer that will be at the bottom. No, wait. That will be above here. There we go. And right now I just want to add some colors to this. I know I don't need these lines, but I'm going to start from here. Let's see. Wait, which lines was I not allowed to do? Hold on, I'm going to grab one from the front. Okay, so these lines over here, yes. These ones over here are a no. Which is good to know. So I'm just going to mark them like this. And I put this on a separate layer, so I can easily delete this layer. And just for my own record, so there we go. That way, if I need to check it again, I can just grab it with me and... Well, let's spam it then. It's so quiet in chat. That's also fine. Let's see. So I'm looking at these lines. And I am looking at the wrong thing here. So I want this color, but different. Let's see.
Asterisk waffle wags her tail enthusiastically. Asterisk high. Treats, playtime, and joyful moments are here. Let's continue spreading happiness and laughing fun
that's the wrong
together.
one.
Waffle is excited for all the Pawsome adventures ahead. Woof woof.
Woof woof. Just kidding. So yeah, what I just basically did is I want to make sure that I have this color. And I'm gonna now grab straight lines and curves. And I'm gonna look for the different color that I want, which will be a little bit wider. So that's just a little bit more towards the middle. That is this one. And really easily, I should be able to just pull a line. And that will be it. But this is too small. We're going to go with a 10 pixel line. So I'm going to start at the top here. And the nice part is I clearly see that it's not fully straight. So I added it a little bit more like this. Sometimes I just zoom in until I see the pixels. As you can see, this line is also not fully straight, which is fine. Okay, now that I have the first line, I can determine which type of colors I want and where I want to go from here. So it might be a little bit too light for me. So I'll go a little bit more like this. I'm going to say 26. Pretty? I hope so. And this is going to be basically the first line. Now, I want to check on how it actually looks on the model, of course. So I'm going to save and undo those two. And then we import it again. It's a lot of just importing, see how it looks, and trying again and again and again. Wait, I did something wrong. Why is it black? It's empty. Why is it empty? What did I do wrong? Back. We'll just save it again. Save. And then undo. Yeah, I can never do something like that. I always thought I would never be able to do something like this. But with time and practice... Oh! I'm a dumbass. I know what goes wrong. Okay. So, because this color is a little bit transparent, it doesn't work. What I need to do is I need to delete this one, combine these two, and then save. That was the trick. A little bit earlier in the stream, I also showed that is some low quality stuff. Oh, I know why. I know why it looks so low quality. That is my bad. Save as. That might also be why Waffle might be compressed. Let's see. I'm gonna do PNG specifically because that's what I need. I'm gonna remove this one. Save. Yeah, replace. That's fine. Because YouTube things can only be an X amount of bigness. Like, they can only be 2 MB. Which sometimes I need to downgrade it all the way to 8 bits. But this can be high quality. So we're gonna go for 32 bits. The highest quality we have. That's why it looked so weird. It automatically flattens this. I can go for Ctrl-C. I will see these lines for now because I forgot to delete them, which is fine. It's just to look how it looks. So we're going to go to Import, Higher Quality. So yeah, these lines we can ignore. Yeah, I like it. I'm just not good with technology, but working with animals, I'm great. But it's always fun. I always love working with animals. Even though today I had to be mad at my doggo. But what's your favorite animal? Or what's your favorite animal to work with, specifically? Okay, you now know, okay, this line is good. I know where to put the lines. And because I do like how the curve a little bit is already... Oh, I did an oopsie. What I should have done, to make it easier for myself, is draw the line in a different layer.
Waffle is sad. Waffle wants treats, playtime, and joy. Let's focus on positive energy and laughing fun. Waffle is here for wagging tails and happy moments. Woof woof.
Yeah, no, that's not recoverable. But that's fine. I'm gonna work on layer 4. That's what artists also do a lot of the time. And that's what I learned from. Reptiles and cats. Ooh. I've not worked with reptiles. I work with cats. I used to work with cats, but... yeah. With reptiles. That's fun. You're an Elegant dragon. Ooh, dragons are really pretty. I'm just your local doggo. Swerving around to get treats. Let's see. Color picker. I just need to pick this color. Because the color should be already now right over here. I can just go to curved lines and a little bit on the darker side, I feel like. No, it's the same color. But yeah. I just make sure that this line, I think that would be the best. If I put this line right over here, 1 pixel below the starting place. And I could probably put this one right over here. And then drag it about up on the same size. A little bit more to the right. And I'm still working on the wrong layer. Oh, this is going to be a pain to fix. I mean, if I had a choice, you or cat to adopt, I would choose you. I'm not a cat person. Fair enough. Why are you mad at your dog, by the way? Oh, yeah, so today I went to the forest. Because they are allowed off leash there, so I like to have my dogs there. And I train my dogs specifically to respect animals, of course. Because in the forest, sometimes there are horses. There are deers, there are boars. All types of animals. Nowadays, there even starts to become wolves again. And normally, my dogs respect them. I walk with 2 dogs, Res and Sheila. Sheila is a really good listener. She knows what to do. She's older. She's now about 9 years old. She listens. She knows what to do. Res is 2 years old. And he saw a deer. Normally, he knows to ignore deer. And he just walks. But he decided, nah, today I'm going to go after the deer. And I wasn't paying attention. That was also my fault. Because if you walk your dogs, or if you walk your cats, if you walk any animal, you always have to keep an eye out on them. I got distracted. And of course, at that point, there was a deer. The rest started chasing after. And normally, the recall command works for me. Recall command is just here, which is Dutch for here. Or another command that I use, which they know always to listen to, because they get in trouble if they don't listen to it, is halt. Which basically means hold in Dutch. And they know that that means they have to stand still at the place that they currently are. They are not allowed to go forward. They're not allowed to go backward. They have to wait. And I learned that command due to safety reasons. But the rest today didn't listen to that. And yeah, that's kind of, well, made me mad at it, huh? Because I don't know what happens. Because he was too far gone. He was after a deer. And I'll be honest, I was scared. I was terrified. What if he couldn't find his way back to me? What if I couldn't find the dog? What if something happened to him? And all that type of stuff. Luckily, Waffle Res came back to me. And he was just his happy old self. Oh, hey, I saw a deer, and I know he wouldn't do anything to the deer, specifically. But still, I don't want him to chase after animals. There. I'm probably gonna do it like that. Have one here, here, and then all the way down. On every interval. And yeah, this is basically just a repeat job. I have to keep repeating it. I'm gonna work on this layer from now on, because I keep forgetting to work on the wrong layer. I love how Wisca spends all his time editing this stuff. Well, it took me 6 hours to just go a low seaman suit outfit. Well, it also takes practice. Oh, that's why it does it better on this. Okay, I get why. So I have to keep working on this layer. Otherwise, colors don't match anymore. That's okay. That means that we have to do it a little bit slower, which is fine. Where's the second one? Over here. It's a little bit early today in the stream. I also showed my old model. And I learned a lot over time. Which is the eventual goal, just to learn a lot. And I am nothing close to an artist. Like, I've seen, for example, Moon, who edits stuff for me, and she's amazing with editing stuff. I just know a little bit about stuff. And that's it.
Asterisk
Lethal
Waffles
Copy is
tail
trying
wags
when?
happily. Asterisk box.
Good
Treats,
question.
playtime, joy. Let's focus on LARPing fun
That-
and spreading happiness. Waffle is here for wagging tails and joyful moments. Woof woof.
Yeah, I'm still working on that, and that probably will be in time, but yeah, it's gonna take time to set up. I'm gonna have to make some rules and stuff like that. And Amy said she doesn't want to do it anymore, which is fine. Does this look how I want it to look? Yeah. It looks how I want it to look. And of course, Wes now wants to go out. Oh, come here, buddy. Go ahead. That means he just wants to go downstairs, Wes. Yes, I'm from the Netherlands, yes. Which is, it's a nice country. But I presume that you type in Dutch, so I presume you're also Dutch. That's why I also said Rianne instead of, how do English people? I have actually a friend that's also called Rianne. A lot of English people pronounce it Rianne. And yeah, we Dutch people have a little bit more of that R, so Rianne. Which I always find funny because that's also why I hacked myself the name Wisca, because Wisca is a little bit easier to pronounce for English people. Me too. Hi! Alright, I gotta go. See you later. Okay. Typical. Damn, right? I sometimes have problems pronouncing stuff. But okay, have a good day and have a good night. There we go. And I like it to have that little bit of a curve again. Oh, and be safe. Yes. Always be safe. Don't be like me. There we go. And I always say that because I have a few more new people. I'm gonna tell this story again because I like telling the story on how I almost 0 HP'd. When I was in Canada with Dashi. For those who don't know who Dashi is my fiance. He proposed to me in February, which I'm extremely excited about. All types of fun stuff. But yeah, we were at an air show with this plane, and I was eating from a wooden skewer. I was putting on my jacket. This one looks really crooked, so I'm gonna change it here a bit, change it here, put it up. There we go. So yeah, I was eating from a wooden skewer and was putting on my jacket. Somehow I ended up hitting that skewer to the back of my throat. And it was lodged in there, like pretty deep in the back of my throat. So I went to first aid. They said, oh, okay, yeah, that's kind of worrisome. We're gonna call the ambulance. And then the ambulance came. And they were like, yeah, that's really really close to your ventricular artery. We're gonna bring you to the hospital. And they said, we probably don't need speed because we don't see anything worrisome, but we just want to be safe. And then one of them said, well, I see it move, so it might have actually hit the artery. Because if it hits the artery, it can pulse. So the stick would go up and down, like moving like that. So he said, oh, okay. Instantly, sirens on and we were gone. Then she was just left there at the event. Like it was the end of the event, and out of nowhere, poof, I was gone with the ambulance. Not a word to him. So yeah, he got a little bit scared. Because out of nowhere, the ambulance drives extremely fast. with somebody you like in there, not that fun. So yeah, I arrive at the hospital. I get images done. Like, I got rushed into an MRI. And as soon as I was out of the MRI and they were checking the images, there was no hurries anymore because I didn't hit the artery. I was about 1 centimeter off. I got lucky. I got Final Destination almost. But, so yeah. That's how I almost went to 0 HP, but I wouldn't skewer. I call it 0 HP because of YouTube and stuff like that. But we all know what I mean, hopefully. Wait, this is the right place, right? Yeah. And then the more fun started. Because before the ambulance came, I went to the first aid. And because it was a festival, there were a lot of people still. It was the end of the festival, so it was dying down. We were actually preparing the plane to fly off. Because Dash is his own plane, that was where we were at the festival, because he can showcase his plane. No. And because there wasn't an ambulance first, the fire department was there. So first the fire department looked, because they have first aid knowledge as well. Okay. So they looked at it, they got worried. And, well, then I got chased off with the ambulance and all that type of stuff that happened. And at the end of the festival, the whole fire department was standing outside my room, where I was in, when they were going to actually remove the skewer. I got surrounded by just 12 firemen, 3 other first aides, a few students, and then the doctor himself. And, well, Dashi, of course. He was there as well. So I was surrounded by a lot of people. I was famous at that point. And they removed it. And they thought, okay, it might... They said, yeah, 2 things can happen. It might bleed badly, or it might not bleed at all. I was the case that it did not bleed at all. They just pulled it out. All that was left was just a hole. That's it. The only downside is I couldn't open my mouth easily. So first week, I just ate smoothies and stuff like that. And about a week and a half later, I started to eat solid foods, but really soft ones. And I basically slowly went up bit by bit to eat harder and harder foods again. But damn, that was annoying. Not being able to use your mouth well, not being able to open it far without it hurting is no fun. But yeah. And that's one of the stories on why you shouldn't be like me. Why being clumsy is not a good idea. And why I think downward wisdom doesn't always work. Because I'm still here. I'm still standing. But yeah. There we go. Okay, we're almost done with this. And boop. Place the last one. Place this one up here. There we go. Now delete this one. Combine these 2. Save. Undo, undo. Because I'm not done yet. But I want to see how this looks. Because if there's now anything I want to edit, I'm going to edit it first. Before I'm going to go and start the next section. Import. And there we go. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay, now the next section will be over here. Probably about the same color. Wait, why don't I see the... Oh. Okay. I might do 2 things. I might just go over this line. That might just be... Yeah, that's going to be easy. It's going to be the same thing, so... To make it easy on myself, I'm going to do the same color. And I'm going to go over here. I'm on a different layer. There we go. And that's just going to be really easy to do for a few ones. I'm just going to zoom in. Place that 1 bubble over there. 1 pixel after the last one. Going to do the same on this side. And I know I have a straight line. Easy as that. And I'm just going to do that for all these lines. And then I'm going to edit something in the middle over here. I'm just going to add a small thingy. Probably just a small color difference. Make it a little bit more light. And there we go. We go to the right. Zoom in. There we go. I can make it even faster and just go from left to right every time. Oh, wait, I also have to check the right side. I am going to assume that I do it right. Because that's easier. And it's not that hard getting 1 pixel right. Oh, that's going to be annoying. I can still see it. There. It should be good, right? Yeah. And the last one. There we go. And we're going to see how that looks. This one, save, undo, undo. And that's the thing, like that's a downside that it doesn't automatically update. I would love for it to automatically update or something like that. I know there's a add-on for that. I forgot to add one at the bottom. Like things like that. That's what you notice just a little bit later on. I can just look like that. The rest, it looks good. Yeah. So I know, okay. I have to make one adaptation. And that is over here. And the reason I actually picked the bottom exactly is because I always pick the lines. And the line would normally start here. So I'm going to start exactly here. This is where we get kind of the half line. So 5 pixels in this case. In. Boop. And because it's not 100% straight, that's fine. It's also not 100% straight here. We remove view again. Combine the layers, save, and go back. Okay, and now we look at how it looks again. Import. There we go, that looks good. Yeah, I like it. Now, there's just one more small detail that I want to do. And that is right. I might just do that like this. That's right over here to over here. And I'm going to fill this specific square. This is another technique I'm going to use. I'm going to make that, instead of a little bit lighter, I'm going to make that darker. Just a smidge. And I'm going to Control V, Control C. And I'll show in a minute why I do that. Oh, wait, I need to do it in noticeable. This might be a noticeable place. Combine layers, save, undo, undo. I just need to, oh, too far back. Import. Now I just need to find that one square, which is over here. Okay. Yeah, it looks faded enough. I was thinking maybe I do have to put it on a different layer and fade it. But it doesn't seem like that's specifically needed. I should have added the line over here like this. Nah, that's fine. Okay, that's better. I found it anyway, so. Yeah, I think that will be good. I copy and pasted it. Let's see over here. The reason I copy and paste it, I can just now press paste and grab the right layer. Copy, paste. Boom, I have the square. I placed it in its right place. And I have to do that. Must be an easier way. Because is it all pretty symmetrical? It might be all pretty symmetrical. If that is the case. Could I theoretically not just... what is the 161? Gonna test something. 161. Okay. You know what? I like that. I'm gonna do that instead. So what that means, I'm just gonna copy you, paste, place you in the right location. Which you are supposed to be. Oh, yeah, you're supposed to be like this. And then here one. I'm confusing myself. Yeah, every corner gets 1 pixel. So this one here, that one there. This one here, that one there, yeah. I feel like this one is a little more of a rectangle. Oh, that is the case, yeah. Okay, I need to do this for every square then, because every square might just be a tiny bit different. Oh, okay. I get it. How am I gonna change that? You know what? I'm just gonna keep these dimensions. It's that simple. That's how I fix it. And if it doesn't look most prettiest, I'm just gonna aim at getting it as close as possible to that way. And that's because the vertical layer might be a little bit different than the horizontal. No, yeah, the vertical layer might be a little bit different because of a small oopsie I did. But theoretically, I could now. No, that's way too out of sync over here. Yeah, that's what I was scared of. Okay, but that's fine. That just means that I need to reselect this square, which is easy. Because I'm on a... Where's the wand? Here, magical wand. Oh, my chat broke. There, it fixed again. There we go, Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V, and boom. So I'm gonna aim just to get it roughly right. Sometimes in things I want extreme detail, but you're not gonna see that much of the skirt anyways. So I'm okay with it not being extremely detailed. If you aim for perfection, you definitely can do that. But it just takes more time. That's the downside of it. Oh, I also have to add them here, yeah. Oop. There we go. I always grab them too close to the middle. And then you grab the center icon, which is this bubble. If you rotate, it rotates around that thingy, which is fine. But it's annoying if it's in the middle and I keep misgrabbing. There we go. And after this, the skirt should hopefully be done. Then I'm gonna have to find the thing about waffle. I've been trying to think about it, how to fix it. But there is not gonna be a lot of ways. So I might have to look into that a little bit more. And in the worst case, I might have a squished waffle. Until I know how to fix it. Because this is also my first time actually getting a 2D image on something specifically. And I forgot to think about the curvature of 3D over 2D. Now, I know how I would fix it in Blender. That is the thing. In Blender, I would just add another layer. Basically a plane. On top of the shirt. Put waffle on there. And basically get the plane as good as against the shirt. And that way I fix it. Or nearly halfway. But I don't think I can do that here. And Pink Panther Music, hi, welcome to the pack. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Yeah, welcome. I'm Wisca. You're a local fearless puppy that loves to do horror, or right now, editing the model or editing a new costume. So from both the chill to creepy, I like it. I've been also trying to work on an intro more, but I'm still awful at it. I'm gonna make that one bigger. That is, I've got the bottom one as well. Why don't I get a new one? Oh, there. Oh. There we go. Up. Grab that one there. Because it's behind here. That's basically just in history, so I don't need that much. Boop. Boop. Grab another one. And that way we slowly make our way to where we left off. Now, I'm not that bothered by going over here. Because this will not be counted with anyways. So that's not that huge of a problem. Oop. Zoom in a little bit more and... There we go. Slowly but surely, we are slowly getting there. The nice part is I can take a little bit more time to think about the waffle thing. And if I'm able to fix it, because I might not just be able to fix that. Which I could do a post-blender processing. But that's going to be a lot more work. Which I sometimes do. But I always try to avoid it. Just for the simple fact, straight out of P-Word to Unity is better. Because then you have less middleman stuff and... It makes it so I don't get that much of a headache. There we go. And last time when I started up Blender, my whole stream crashed. It was also because I started up something big, like a big project that I have going on. That is also why I am redoing my model. Well, why I redid my model. Well, why I needed to redo my model. I technically didn't want to redo it, but I kind of got forced because I lost all my documents. Because I didn't save them well enough. Which is no one to blame for that, but me. We're already past halfway. And I like to check from time to time, so we're gonna do that, go back to that, save, and undo all that we deleted. Just so that we can really quickly check in Vroid. Because if there is an issue, then we can still easily fix it. But I like it so far. Like, this part hasn't been done, but this part, I like it. And if I go to the original, it has more lines, but I'm not here to do exactly the same. Then I'll be busy for way, way longer. And at that point, I do want more detailed work. And I'm not going to do that. Especially not tonight. Oh, wrong thingy again. And there we go. That's another layer done. Oop. And yeah, this is basically just what I do when I'm making a new costume, which it takes time. It takes concentration. I need the inspiration for a new model, for a new outfit, things like that, which The inspiration part is the hardest, I would say. I've been thinking already for a few weeks about getting a new costume. And then just today, I came up with the idea of just recreating an outfit that I actually wear in real life from time to time. Of course, it's not going to be exactly the same, but it's going to be the same vibe, the same idea. There we go. And sometimes, just like that, you come up with an idea. I also have an idea folder in a special Discord group, which I've talked a few times now about the Discord group, but that's basically just a Discord group with me and Dashi in there. And that's where I write down all the important stuff that I need to remember, or if I have ideas for outfits, which I haven't updated in a long time. No, actually I have, because yesterday, I think it was Ford, came up with the astronaut idea, which I really like, so I wrote that one down in there. I probably should make something like that in my, let's call it public Discord. In the Doghouse Discord, I probably should make a outfit idea there. Just to get other perspectives as well. There we go. We're just slowly but surely getting there. Oh. After this line. Yeah, just one more to go. And yeah, that looks about good. Now, maybe at some point I will say, okay, I might change this outfit to a little bit more detailed. That's it. And put you on, delete you on, and save. Now, before I'm fully going to be actually done with this, what I like to do is save as, and then specifically save as a PNG. That way I have all these layers left as well. So now if I want to edit, oh wait, wrong button. There. Now if I let's say want to edit that one, I just go to that folder and open specifically the PTM, which still keeps those layers. That way, let's say I still want to change it, I can. Okay, let's see how it looks. Import. There we go, that looks good. I'm gonna remove this layer. And then I'm gonna say that the skirt part is done for now. Then, we're gonna go on with the socks. Which, why don't I see the guide? Normally there's a guide. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna save it for now. Save as that's fine. I guess I should have override because I just added those as white clothing. So now we have white tops and the edit thing. Same here, we have a white set one. I don't know what that is, but here, white bottom. There we go. And then I need to go to the sock. Edit textures. There we go. This is what I was looking for. Because these are the guidelines. The nice part about socks are, basically, these are short socks, but they only go to here. I can easily, if I pull a line up, or is it this side? There. As you can see, all the way to up here, textures are accepted. Over here is the middle line, okay. And I'm gonna make use of that with this specific design to make it myself a little bit easier. I'm gonna import. That's the wrong one. I need to export. Export socks. Waffle 2. And I need a guideline. guide, socks, waffle, guide. And there we go. I'm just gonna open those in here. This is ones I don't need anymore. For now, I am gonna close these ones. I don't need them. Let's make them so as they were, like this. Now save. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, why not? And that one, close. Okay, then we're gonna work with the socks. Open with paint. That's the guide. These are the socks. And same principle, I'm just gonna add the guide at the bottom. There we go. Okay, I'm really quickly gonna go for a pee break, because I've been drinking way too much. Let's see. I used to have a BRB thingy, which I removed again, so I'm gonna add that again. Text. Oh wait, no, I do have one. It says. Oh. Well, that doesn't work. Hold on. Yeah, sure. Do whatever size you want. Go to here. At purple, I'm gonna... There we go. Now you can see the Z's. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna really quickly get a pee. There. Looking for my headset. Okay, there we go. I'm back. Let's see. With this one, just there for the background color. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is to make it myself easy. I don't need to edit those. I just need to edit over here, which will be. I didn't edit everything, which is fine. I can just hold Control and do that. And do Control C, Control V, and I should just be able to. Oh, how am I gonna make that look natural? Hi, welcome. Yes. I mean, you're already here. Like a sleepy doggo? Yes. I was really quickly peeing. But what I could do is rotate it. Rotate it nicely. There. Oh, yeah, it does that. I forgot that. X. V. So I'm aiming for somewhere around. Ooh, this is gonna be an annoying one to do. I might even say that it's easier to begin from scratch. This will work. I have an idea. Rectangle, copy and paste. Oh, wrong layer. I basically just copied nothing right now. Select the right layer, copy this layer, paste. Because that needs to be mirrored. There we go. And now Res wants to go inside. Or is this not gonna work? This might not work. You know what? I'm gonna do it differently. I'm gonna... Actually, I don't have to have it exactly at the top. I can do this. All I need is to have it at the exact same height. Okay, I have an idea. Delete that one. Delete everything on this layer. There. So first, I'm gonna add another layer. And this will be my line layer. Let's see. Line curve. And I'm gonna make that a bright color. So something like bright green. How far am I? I finished the skirt. That's about it. Going full green, and I'm gonna say up to here. And I can see at the bottom there. So right over here, I see the angle exactly. It's all the way at the bottom there. I don't know if you guys can see it. For me, I can't see it on the stream part because that's really small for me. But down here, it says the angle that I'm at. Right now, I'm at an angle of exactly 0 degrees. So now something I can do is I can easily go to this layer. And grab a section that I want to copy from. Let's say right over here at the black part. I'm going to grab this right here. Go down, copy, and go over here. And I'll just... It gets more and more wavy, which is kind of a weird thing. But I can work with it. I'm going to do the exact same thing again. So I'm well, I don't have to be exactly at the right height. I want this to be good. I'm gonna say right up until here. Which later on I will look nicer. How warm is it for me? I think right now it's let me look it up. Okay, so outside it's about 13. I would say it's about 14, 15 in the house here. So a nice trick that I know is I didn't do this part right. But that's fine. I just added it like this. I should do that on the right layer, not on the wrong layer. There we go. Now I can really easily say, okay, I'm gonna magic wand you. Put the tolerance higher so it adds that part. I'm gonna add you. This way I basically have this whole green line selected. And I can go to this layer and say remove. And it cuts it nicely. I'm gonna deal with that in a moment. First I want to deal with this one specifically because I want it to have a rim like this. I'm gonna add a bit more here. Now all I need to hope for is that we end it on black. If I did, I'm gonna have an easy time, which we did. Oh, I need a different layer for that because I need to be on top of it. Oh. I'm a dumbass. I was on the wrong layer when I copied. Copy that layer. And go to this layer. And have this rim. I'm gonna turn off the green layer for a bit. Because I don't need that anymore for now. all I do is just align it right like that. Actually, on this side might be a bit easier. There we go. Huh, this one is longer than that one. Okay, it's a tiny stretch, so we can do that. There we go. This way we have a bit of a nice stretch going on. And then I'm going to say, okay, combine those two. So now if I'm going to go to Pvoid, add layer, import. It might be smart if I actually save it. Combine. Oh, uncombine. Delete. Delete. Save. And undo all that. Wait, no, not that one. That one is good. Now I can go to Pvoid again. Import. I need to import. There we go. There we go. Now I'm gonna deal with those lines in a moment. Does it look good? Yeah, it's nice and high. We have that extra black line. So yeah, looks good to me. I can also add if I want sleeves and stuff like that. But first of all, go to rectangle. Copy this layer specifically. X, V. Oh. Ctrl V. Gonna Ctrl V again. Now I did something not that smart. Easiest would just be the most painful to do, and that's basically just hold one button so I know for 100% certain that it goes to one direction. And sadly, there's no way of getting this faster, as far as I know. Then again, my knowledge doesn't go that far with editing things. But now I know that I'm guaranteed to get it exactly at the same line, which just takes time. We're already past halfway, I think. Well, almost past halfway. I think we're past halfway now. And we're almost there. Just takes a little bit. There we go. Okay. That's how it's done. Same thing. I'm gonna combine this layer, delete this layer. I don't think I need this layer anyway, so save. Undo, undo, undo. Remove this layer in general. And re-import it. See if the other side also looks good. Import. As I can see, it did not save, which is weird. I'm almost certain I saved it. You're present again. Hi, Frosty. Welcome back. How are you doing today? We're just gonna try that again. And save. There we go. I probably just didn't save it right. Yep, there we go. There we go. As you can see, it's a tiny bit shine through on my skin color. Which I like. You're doing great. I'm happy to hear that. Now I'm gonna deal with... Actually, should I deal with that now or do I deal with that in a bit? Now I have an important decision to make. Because I don't need these guidelines anymore, so I can delete those. I can either try to get these lines gone by really quickly just adding a blur. And not too big of a blur. Oh, I just have that one selected. Oop. Effect, blur, fragmented. Which will just be... Actually, those lines I will edit anyways. That's okay. Now I think of it, I don't have to worry about those lines. Because my next project is making them a different color, which is going to be as simple as adding a tolerance just to that grazed area. So something like this. And adding bit by bit these layers. There we go. But just my avatar, do you by any chance have VR chat? As you look like something from there, because I haven't seen you since I have a VR now. I do also play VR chat from time to time. I rarely do it nowadays, but I go on VR dates basically with Dashi most of the time. That's about it. There we go, that's better. And then same here. And I'm gonna do the same process as I did earlier by color changing. But it will look a tiny bit different this time because I only have certain sections that I want. So yeah, it's all a little bit nitpicky, but there we go. I'm gonna add another layer. And instead of saying, oh, okay, I'm gonna do it all over it, which I can't do. Oh, I forgot one part. Right here. I'm just gonna add a paint bucket. Go to this layer. That's an important one. Go to a different layer. And add the pink there. Now, first of all, I'm gonna have to start with one strip. And that is for the simple fact that I first need to see, okay, do I like the color? Do I want to change it? Is it good? Is it bad? What is it? So we're gonna... I might even like it like this, because I do like it a little bit like that. Or I could go for an overlay and then... But I think I do like it kind of vibrant pink. Maybe I would go to 200. Just for a tiny bit of shine through. And we're gonna do the same thing. Merge layers, save, go back, and import. Up, import. I kind of like that. Looks good to me. So at that point, looks good. So I'm gonna do a whole sock. Boop, 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 boop. And because I did it like this, it only fills in the layers that I selected. So I can do now exactly the same thing. Down, import, and undo. Pressing the wrong things. Import again. Let's see how it looks with a full sock. It does look like my sock in real life. So good. That means that I'm gonna do this for the whole thing. And there we go. Fill in all these. Remove that for now, because I can always open it again if I want to. And there we go. Then I import them like this. Save. And then I'm gonna undo for my own extra save. Save as PDN. Or if I ever want to edit stuff on it. Import. And there we go. Now they're pink. As you can see, they're not exactly the same size, which I kind of like. Because in real life, you also have your socks that aren't exactly the same size. So there we go. Oh, I've got one thing on the skirt. Now the question is, do I want to edit that? Or do I want to edit that on the shirt? I'm probably going to edit that on the shirt. So I'm going to override for now. Just some least finish it, but I randomly started playing on my PS3 again. Ooh, that can always be fun. Okay. I was playing Need for Speed Most Wanted, if you ask. Yeah, that's always nice. I know you're a huge Need for Speed fan. I'm gonna go back to the skirt. No, I'm gonna edit that in the shirt actually. So what is wrong? The width part. So I'm just opening the width a little bit more. Boom, problem solved. Easy as that. Now, the only thing left to do is waffle. The waffle shirt. How am I gonna do that? I still haven't figured out how I'm gonna do it. So I need to think of something now. And I haven't played with you in so long. She's most one level 38. Just what that. Oh, it's still nice. 38 is a nice level. I now have every single survivor at prestige, which was a pain in the behind to do, and now I'm doing it with every killer, getting all the perks. I play the game way too much. No. How am I gonna fix Waffle? Because Waffle doesn't look too bad. I'm starting to kind of get used to how Waffle looks. But there must be something I can do. So let me open the texture thing one. Waffle. That is this from the P&D. There must be a better way to actually do this. I'm gonna also open the Waffle. Here and... here. There we go. I'm most likely gonna remove this one because this one is out of proportion fully now. And I can't get the default proportion back because I saved. Here we go. Adding Waffle again. Keep canvas size. Boop. There we go. And also, non-able full smoke. You made another killer concept. That can always be fun. Alright, I can close these. Remove that, remove that. I have way too much stuff in the wrong section now. There we go. Okay, now it's all good again. How am I gonna do this? Because the problem now is what I'm gonna do with Waffle to make it so Waffle wouldn't be squished like that. Or derpy, I guess. Waffle kind of looks normal from the sides. Just from straight on. Yeah. Hold on. That's the wrong picture. Let me grab this one. It's just a tiny... can I live with it? I guess I could live with it. But I do want Waffle more centered, at the very least. Even though the tail is almost at the side part. So I can't really center Waffle better than this. I don't need you anymore. And... don't need you, boom. Let's edit the textures as well. There we go. Import. Wait, that's the long one. Oh. Wait, it saved it as a PNG. It shouldn't have saved it as a PNG. That's weird. I'm gonna remove you for now. Let's see. Remove layer, save. Oh, it keeps saving it as a PDN. That's weird. Okay, save the PDN, fine, and then save as PNG. Yes, it will flatten the layers because I've got to remove the layers, which is fine. Just gonna undo this and remove those two. Save again, undo. There we go. Okay. With that, I can now import the right one. Yes. Now this is just a theory, but add a layer. Move down. Black. Brush all the way up. maybe even... I like that more. Okay, new concept. New background color, purple. Really easy add. That's just gonna be... boop, boop. Oh, I do want the details in there. So a little bit less easy add. First of all, what I'm gonna do, just to make it a little bit more nicer, is I'm gonna go to this black layer. Oh, I can't do that because it might just... maybe I can... do the work with that, however. I just need rectangle, the minus. And add these over here, or minus those. Yeah. There we go. Actually, I think these two are also part of it, so. That's gonna be an easy one. Over here I have the same problem. And boop. There we go. And over here. But there I don't seem to have the problem, which is nice. So I can just select over here and go all the way. Why is it? Yeah. Oh, I did it wrong. I pressed the wrong button. I have to make sure that I keep holding this button. There we go. Now it deselects everything that is in this block area, which I want because I want that until here and then high enough. So I'm gonna just put that up to here. There we go. That way the shirt isn't selected. I do the same thing right over here up until here. And there you go. This is just some smaller detail work, but it will be worth it in the long run for me, especially if I want to make edits afterwards. How far am I? I'm right now busy with the last piece of clothing, the shirt. Which is not going to be the... Well, I think I have an idea what I want to do with Waffle. And that's have Waffle look a little bit derpy. Which is okay. There we go. Deselect those. Deselect these. Oh. And it's now just a question of holding the right buttons and deselecting what I need to deselect. Oh. And there we go. That should be good enough. Oh, I see over here some. There we go. Zoom out. Okay, I still have a little bit on the top to do. That's it. We zoom back in. And I see 2 pixels here wrong. There we go. Get that whole line. The pretty big line over here. Over here. Some more over here, which... There we go. I think I am almost good. I see one over here and on the other side as well. All that work. And it's just extreme data work. To go back to this layer and press delete. That's it. Now, what does that do for me? That basically makes this background see-through. Oh. Here as well, it seems. But that's an easy fix. It's a small thingy, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it. Just to make sure that the colors don't fade. Sometimes it has a fading effect, which I don't want. I'm going to make sure that I have the exact same color. Grab this one and select those three. And there you go. You can't see that they were gone. This shirt, that looks fine. And now we're going to add the purple color. which I have a special coat of purple. Which I think I discussed yesterday as well. It's a purple that I have in, for some reason, a conversation with Nick only, which I still need to change. But yeah, now the easy part about this is I can just click on the shirt, select it, make sure that it's fully selected. Now I can see that there are a few breaks still, but they might be fun to have. This one is better. You know what? I'm gonna keep that for now. It's gonna be our little secret. With those selected, I can now go to the color that I want, go to the layer that I want, add you, go for the color, and add the hashtags. There we go. Now I should just be able to, if I make the color seeable. Otherwise, it should look really, really flat. And we don't want that. What we want is to burn those colors. So in this case, probably multiply and then make it a little bit more see-through. Just so we have a bit more of those details. I'm going to say 180. Yeah, this way we have a bit of purple wool. Maybe an overlay might be better for this. Oh, clearly not. The multiply is the better one in this case. Add 180. Maybe even a little bit less, but then I need to make the color a little bit darker. 100. And then make... You know, that doesn't work. There we go. That's good. Combine the layers. Delete the excess layers. I'm going to keep the waffle. So we put that there, save, and undo, because I still want the guidelines. The guidelines can now be at the bottom alone. It's called? Oh, I'll believe that, yeah. Delete this layer. Import. Oh, I have a seam. That's not good. Where's that seam? That's the top over there. Actually... You know what? I'm gonna add this next layer. I don't know. I like the move down. Delete this one for now. That's fine. I don't know. I like this purple better. So we're just gonna... It's also easier to add a color like this. There. And then I can set the transparency a little bit less over here as well. I feel like it might blend in too much with the skirt, however. Oh. There. So this is my purple, which in viewer it looks a little bit more bluish than purple, I would say. But what if I opaque this? Nah. I'll go for a stronger purple. Maybe a little bit on the darker side. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. This is a bit more lavendel. UV. Maybe the burn will work. Color burn. Oh, no, thank you. Yeah, this will be good for now. Okay, now the next layer is going to be just waffle. Which means I don't need you anymore. I just need you for the guidance. Let's see, rectangle. Actually, how does waffle look on this? That is a good check. Import. I have to save it. There we go. You know what? I'm gonna say that I like it like this. I don't know, it has something. Oh, then it's time to add the second waffle, which is gonna be this one. And I'm gonna have to have this one kind of roughly the same size, things like that. So an easy way to do that is just make them a bit smaller. Overlay them on that waffle. I would say I got a pretty spot on. Yeah, I'm gonna say that that's close enough. It doesn't have to be perfect, that's the thing. There we go. The waffle is a little bit higher, so place this one a little bit higher. Combine. Because I don't need them to be in separate layers anymore. Save. Import. And there we go, double waffle. I would say that that is, for now, good enough. I might go in later on and add some small detail stuff. But that's all gonna be for another time. There we go. Now it's fully purple. I can also maybe... There. I would love to make waffle a little bit better looking, but I just don't have the skills on how. Uh-oh. That happens when you work with 3D. Sometimes it needs time to load. Which is totally fine. We'll just give it a minute. Worst case, I need to restart it. And I need to re-upload some of my stuff. The only thing I need to remember, which I'm going to write down right now. Because we can still see that. At the tab is the color, which is 6900B8. Yes. And then the opacity layer, which is 33. And there we go. And sometimes after you've done already some stuff, it just works. We go for the override. I don't know, I don't find the color fitting with the rest of the... Maybe I should go for a pinkish. Sometimes you have that. Then you see it a little bit better and you're just like, eh. It doesn't, or it does fit. I'm gonna grab the Word file. The PNG, yes. Open with Paint. Just so I can get the color code. Color picker. The color over here. Which, this is the hex decimals. Let's try that. This way it might fit it a little bit better. The layer is already a little bit opaque, so I probably should lower the opaque capacity. It's a little bit better, but still not great. Maybe I'll just keep it like this. Just a tiny bit, like it's not fully white. It's just... I like that more, yeah. More of a kind of a hue instead of a full-blown color. I hope I'm gonna be able to find something for the waffle part, but I can't make any guarantees. Now, the nice part about all this is, I think the program is, yeah. I did Ctrl C, so I'm saving my model instead of just saving the shirt. You love it? That's good. I like it. I still love my main outfit the most. There we go. Hup. Now, a nice thing about actually making your textures is, let's say I'm gonna be like, you know what? I want to add another one. Just gonna add a temporary. And I want it in the hoodie form. I can just add the hoodie. Import. Because most of them... Oh, this one doesn't. Never mind. I want to say most of them use the same textures, but hoodies use different texture types. Hoodies might actually be easier then. Wait. Hold on. Hold on a second. I'm gonna test something. Export hoodie. Delete this layer. For now, I'm gonna oversize the hoodie. Oh yeah, those can be. Oh. Gonna be a pain to do, but oh well. Let's see. Actually, I could probably add a... Oh no, that's also gonna be a pain to do. Yeah, I did it wrong now, which is my bad. But what I can do now is just remove the hoodie. Delete. Overwrite. Can you steal the shirt? Who knows, maybe it will be on the market soon. I'm gonna add a hoodie. Because now I'm actually genuinely curious on how the hoodie looks with waffle. The hoodie might actually look well. Open with paint.net. I'm just gonna do a quick edit. Boop, boop, boop. And all that is gonna go. There we go. Now we just get a global idea on how it looks like. Sometimes you find stuff and it turns out that you find something else on accident because you just want to show something, or I just want to test something, and then it turns out better than the original. Import. Waffle looks a little bit weird with the face there. Especially that... Okay, I know enough. I'm gonna stick with what I originally had. I do like the idea of a hoodie for waffle. But for now, we're gonna stick with this. Yeah, the only downside is my tail, but... Yeah, it's not like we're gonna see the backside often. Okay, and now that everything is done, and I'm happy with the model, which I'm happy enough. Especially because this is the first actual test. Most of the time I start changing stuff at some point again as well. I'm gonna export it as a VRM. Now, important things to note, which I've been struggling a lot with, is there certain things that I have to turn off. I have to turn off everything now I think of it. Because my tail is part of my hair, I cannot combine the hair, which is fine. Same with delete transparent meshes, and I'll show later why. But for a special program, I cannot delete transparent meshes. Wait, if I wanted to upload in Blender, I need to delete transparent meshes. Now, there are not a lot of transparent meshes in this one, but in my main outfits and this one, I have a lot of meshes that don't technically exist. That don't have textures on it. And that can create issues in Blender. Wisca waffle shirt. Waffle outfit. I'm gonna do it at VRM 0 because for some reason Unity only has that one. It's gonna be a 3.5. Because that's what my model currently is on. The model with my tail is a 3.5 model. I'm gonna export that. It's now gonna compile everything and look at how everything looks. Basically, who can assign a personality to the avatar? That's only me. Description of finance is okay. Sexual access is okay. Community use is... Basically, I'm the only one to use it, so I just have everything on. Okay, then I'm gonna go to Wisca version 3, models, and I have all types of folders here. This is old, this is how my folder used to look like, really confusing. Now I have this, VRM for Unity, which this one is so I can upload it in Unity. I'm gonna make a new folder. I'm gonna call it Waffle. Just Waffle because it's easier. Don't have to have long names for folders. And the date, which is 01/04/2024. And that's where I'm gonna save it. There we go. That is section 1 of 3. Well, 2 technically. Well, 2, 3. It depends on how you see it. Well, that is loading and crashing and all. I'm gonna lower that, close that, and open the Unity hub. Because now we're gonna go to Unity and add the choker. And some other things. 2? Yeah, we're gonna now go to part 2, which is Unity. And then part 3 would be actually uploading it here and making it a redeemable. That will be part 3. So now we're moving on to part 2. But to be fair, Fearword is the hardest and the longest part that I work on. That was the most, time consuming. Unity from here on out is mostly just looking at stuff, copying it, pasting it, and my hair is doing that weird thing again. It's so weird that it does that, but I need to reset my software on my phone, apparently. There we go. Wait for it to reconnect. For that, I need to go to the menu, settings, and then I have my IP4 to the phone specifically in the tracking layer. And just press enter. There. And I work again. Sometimes I do need to press reset, and there we go. Okay, here's my Unity. So as you can see, it's my main model. Here's the choker, animations, things like that. All those type of stuff that I'm working on. The shark outfit is in here, but this is the broken shark outfit, so I can't use that. But I'm going to create folder, waffle. And I do the exact same thing that I basically did when I was uploading it. And again, the date, 01/04/2024. There we go. Now I'm going to go to another, like I did on my other screen, I'm just going to go to the file where I saved it. For Unity, waffle. And there we go. And I basically drag it in. And then all this type of stuff happens. And it will just basically unpack the VRM into a file that Unity can actually read. That's why I have a special add-on for Unity that does that for me. Because you wouldn't be able to do that. That's the whole idea why you have that. And now it's just easy as just boop. And it's in there. As we can see, now it's 2 models in 1. What I like to do is just hide this one. And there we go. Because I still need this one. But for other stuff. We're going to start with the easiest one. We're going to use the henna tool, which makes it that my expressions are more expressible. I use a special camera for that, an iPhone camera, which has iPhone after the X has facial recognition, which they use with laser points, which is really, really good. That's why I can make certain expressions like sticking out my tongue and things like that. Otherwise, my face would be really still, which I don't like. So we're going to start with the henna tool. First, I need to read the model and grab the face. All it does is it just reads the face blend shape and saves it. Then I go back to the henna tool and make a clip builder. Pretty easy. I'll just drag the avatar in and boom, done. I just need to make sure that I have the AR kit, which is the one for Apple, and that it's a Vroid VRM. Because nowadays you can also make VRMs in Blender and stuff like that. They work a little bit differently, which is fine. But there we go. And now I have more facial expressions, which we can see. I probably should have showed a before and after. But in here now I have a really long list with all these stuff. And if I would upload a new model, then I don't have all that. I just have up until jaw open until here. No, okay, that is part 1 of here. The other part is, which I can show. The problem now is that my tail is still connected to my head. So if I go to my head, and I'm gonna go to rotate, as you can see my tail moves. Which we don't want. Luckily there's somebody that made an add-on for that. Things like that. Which is gonna help us again. That's why you rely a lot on stuff and you need to do a lot of research, which can be really annoying. It's called bone weight transfer. Bone weight transfer. Which didn't want to open. Bone weight. Oh, it's on my other screen. Oops, there. I'll open it here for now. A bit bigger. So yeah. I already know because my model is every bone if the hair is the same, so I know exactly where I have to start. Basically what you do is you're looking at, okay, this is a tailbone, this is a bone, tailbone, 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 tailbone. Oh, this isn't. This one is. I know that all these are tailbones. And there are no tailbones over here, or tail hairs, basically. They're also bones that makes them being able to move. All I need to do is count them, which I already know. Over here, I need to go to this one. I have 10 of those bones. That makes 10 object elements. And all I need to do is every of those bones, I need to transfer to there. Which all this stuff is not hard. It's just a lot of repetitivity. Ooh. That happens if you double click it. Then it springs to that bone. There we go. Okay. Now if all those still bones in there, then I'm gonna go to the source, or where it is actually stuck at. And that's the head. So that's the source bone. Where do I want it to be stuck at? So what parent bone should it follow? It should follow the hip, because your tail is combined on your hip. And that's what I do. Transfer bone weight. Back in the day, this was a pain in the ass, because you didn't have this add-on. You had to do it all manually, which is really, really hard and no fun. Now, and to test it, just gonna zoom out, move the head. It didn't work. Why didn't it work? That should have worked. Oh, I know why it didn't work. Now the bone weight is transferred, but oh, there. Oops. Okay, but I'm not done yet because these are still the bone hairs, and they're still underneath the head. So now I need to change that to the hip. I'm gonna go in the prefab, as they call it, and there you can actually edit stuff. Everything opens, and if you don't know what you're looking for, this can be a little bit confusing. Basically, what I have to do is now I have to press 36 times down, left, down, left, down, left. Until I'm at the last one. There. I grab the tail, which we now know is 36. I already know that, but basically hold on top of the hip and release. That's it. Now if I go out of here, now when I move my head, it doesn't move the tail anymore. Which is nice. And that's how we basically fix the tail. But if I would, for example, go in play mode, like in over here, that's the same with my model. If I now would move, zoom out a little bit, go to the move section. I'm on the wrong one. I'm on the roots. I should be on the hips. As you can see, my hair and my tail all move. And that's because there's bones in there. Sorry, no worries. Sorry, that automatically already moves. But now now the tail moves with the hip instead of with the hair. in the head. Gonna go out of play mode. If you're in play mode, it doesn't save the stuff that you do, so always make sure that you're not in play mode. Okay, with that done, that means that I can now start copying stuff. Really simple. I already had the position and the other things on this model, that how I like it. Wait. Oh, here, hair section. The size and the rotation and the scaling on this model is different. As you can see, the tail's a little bit more outward, a little bit bigger. So I want that as well. That, because I've already done that once, I can just go over here and say copy. I'm gonna start with skill. Because for some reason you can only copy one thing at a time. Paste skill. Okay, that's done. Then copy the rotations. I might have to do that multiple times. I'm not 100% sure about that anymore. But paste rotations. And the same with the position. The position I couldn't edit too much. But that's okay. Copy position. And because my model is exactly the same by the base, I can do this. If you have a different model, you cannot do this because your scaling might be different. Paste position. Now if I turn this one on, the tail is still a tiny bit different. Oh no, actually the tail is the same, but my other model is a tiny bit bigger. That is mostly it. It all looks really easy, but for the first model, it's really, really hard. As soon as you have another model, you can copy and paste a lot. But I'm also, for example, working on a lot of stuff like the adaptation. Like I want an idle tail wag, so I want my tail to basically automatically move every time. That's what I'm working on right now. There is one thing that I might still need to change, but I can only see if I need to change that if I first export it. So I'm gonna export to VRM. In English, yes, that all looks good. It's still in my name and everything, so export. And I am gonna go to here. That's the wrong one. That's fine. Process for Finian. We're gonna change this to waffle. And we'll save it. And there we go. Now if I open Finian, load model, I should change anymore. Oh, I forgot one thing. I can already tell that I forgot one thing. I don't know why I have to load the model twice, but for some reason I have to load the model twice today. There we go. Now I have my waffle shirt on. But I'm still missing my choker. Oop. Now most of the time I just do quick tests like open my mouth fully. Close them. Not too bad. Yeah, that's fine. But now I forgot one thing. I forgot the choker. I go back to the model, go to choker, and do the same thing I did earlier. I'm gonna go in the prefab, and I'm gonna look up the neck, because my choker is on my neck. Place it there. Now the choker always starts up big. If I go to my main model, I can't do that. Yeah. Okay. Which is fine. I can also edit it here. Go to the main model. And go to the neck. And there we have the choker also. All I need to do is copy the skill and copy the... Let's see. Copy skill. Go to this choker. Paste. Skill. Now it's not on the right position. Which is why we go again to my main model. Or to the choker in the main model. And copy position. And then on this one, copy or paste position. And there we go. Now we have my choker on. And it's the right size. And we'll do the exact same thing. Might be smart if I select it right. Boom. Boom. Yeah, I'm gonna delete this one and then yes, override it. I don't know why I delete it automatically. I just always do that. Then in Finian, I'm gonna first load my main model, just so that we can see the changes a little bit better. And for some reason, I still have to load it twice. Taking its time today. Now we're gonna... Oh, there we go. Okay. And now we're gonna check out the model. Newly. Load avatar. Waffle. Waffle outfit. And... It's taking its sweet ass time. I'm gonna try and opening it again. It takes too long. Oh, and I crashed Finian. That happens when you go too fast. Oop. That's okay. This is Finian. I use H, the program, so I can easily open stuff and then can keep it up to date a bit easier. It always takes a minute to start up. Oh, bye, Wiz. Okay, bye, Wiz. Have a good day. Have a good night. There we go. Finian now started up again. It automatically loads this avatar every time because I made an actual node graph for that. Okay. I think I was just a little bit too fast. And I need to be more patient. I have a tendency to go a little bit too fast and not be patient enough. And it should load the new model any moment now. We just have to wait. There we go. The new model with the choker. Now, the last part is, because I'm happy with how it is make a node graph. Which, normally I add a button on my Stream Deck as well, which I also will do. But for now, I'm only doing the change model redeem. So, what I do is I'm going to duplicate one of these. And I'm calling this the outfit that it is. Bonk. Waffle outfit. Now, it doesn't know what a waffle outfit is yet, because I need to actually select the right one. So I'm connecting these two, and then I'm going to say load. And I get the waffle outfit. Now it's Wisca Waffle. Also, what I needed to do is go to the glitch. There we go. So what this does is basically, if the waffle outfit gets redeemed, a timer is going to start. That timer, when it is on, that's another timer, glitch off, and it adds a digital glitch and all that type of stuff. Then it turns off the glitch effect, and there you go. Now, I do not know if I have it. I think I have this one long reloaded. Wisca main. Yeah, this is still the... Also the wrong one, yes. Okay, so I'm going to change that. Boom. So now, I should be able to... I don't have that on. Oops. Okay, I'm going to go to buttons, because that's where I should have it as well. Yeah, it's the exact same idea, but then it's called a WebSocket. That basically means that I can do it over my stream. I shouldn't have done that. I wanted to do duplicate. Now I need to fix that because I don't know who that was. That was the maid. That is okay. I can look up here and call it how it was. Made. Connect this one to that one. Those still don't work because I haven't updated those yet. Which soon they will be updated. I'm gonna put the glitch timer start here. Connect that one, and load the waffle again. Waffle outfit. And I'm gonna change the main one as well to main outfit. Just so that it's the updated outfit. Now, if I'm gonna change to my main one, default, this effect should start, and I didn't change. Oh, there's one problem. If I look mad, my eyebrows kind of go over my eyes. There we go. It took a long time. I need to figure out why. It's probably because I have too much 3D stuff open. That's okay. It worked. Now, I need to go back to the node graph. And call this one waffle. And that's that done. Then I need to open the program. This is my stream deck. This is basically where I control all my stuff with. This is mainly waffle because I have two stream decks. I have Stream Deck Plus, which has volumes. And then I have this one, which basically has all my buttons. As you can see, I add images. I'm going to add an image later for the waffle outfit. And I'm going to call this one waffle. And in the message as well, waffle. What this does is this basically sends a localhost message to Vinian. And Vinian, that's this program, that picks it up with this WebSocket command. And basically what it gets is it gets to hear waffle. So it knows, oh, okay, I hear the word waffle. There we go. And it starts this whole process on this line. Now, we already determined it takes a little bit longer today to actually change the model. But as you can see, the glitch effect did work. And I just pressed the button. And there we go. And I changed automatically outfit. That's also how it works with Twitch. Basically, Twitch is the same idea. If I, let's save that. Go for a Twitch redeem. I don't know if Twitch allows me to actually show that. But, let's see. Settings. Wait, that's the wrong settings. I'm just going to open it on my other screen and then go to the right part. And then I'm going to show you guys. There. Boom. So, over here, I have the reward system. As you can see, these ones are turned off for now. The default, Red Riding, and Maid Outfit. Now I need to add another one. I just really quickly need to see how I did that with normal outfits. I'm going to copy this part. And I just called it how it is called. Okay. So I add a new command. I add this. This will make me put on my waffle outfit. The name is waffle. And enter amount 500. Which is what it is for every outfit. Then I'm going to first go to Vinian. Let's load avatar. That's the wrong one. Node to graph. And go to the Twitch section. Because that's where I have the... Oh no, change model. I'm just going to check that I have it right. There you go. I had it wrong. That's why I like to check it. Because I have a waffle outfit. This is not even waffle. This is wiffle. Waffle. There we go. That's how it's called. It has to be exactly the same. Waffle outfit. That's why this is default outfit, Red Riding outfit, and Maid outfit. Now, if I'm going to change to my main outfit, really quickly. You get so confused? No worries. This is just a bit of more technical part. Now I'm going to redeem the waffle outfit. And I'm going to turn on the default outfit as well. So I now redeemed it. Twitch, we know it takes a little bit of time. Wait. I messed up. I messed something up. I don't know what I messed up. I think I was too fast. Yeah. I'm going to redeem waffle outfit again. I am getting so confused by myself right now. Why the... What? There. Okay, yeah. It just takes time. And I can now also, because I have the main redeem, so instead of Waffle, I can also do the default outfit again. And it should change me into the default outfit. Which I forgot, it takes just a little bit of time. Again. And if that's the case, I just need to change some settings again. Worst case, then let's just increase the time. And there we go. So it all now works. I'm gonna, of course, stay in the Waffle outfit for now. And this is basically the process of how to change an outfit. Or how to make an outfit from start to finish. Now, I also want to do something else. To show you guys. And that is VRM posting desktops. Because we've all probably already seen it. If I go to my YouTube and I go over here, just to my YouTube account, I have all types of thumbnails. These ones kind of don't count. Live. There. I have all sorts of different poses and things like that. And rolling things. And Waffle is here out of nowhere with a gun. Things like that. Some are better than others. I'm still learning. But that's the best way to figure it out. I use this program for that. Because I have a 3D model, I can easily do that. How do I do all that? That is the last part of today. Basically, how I do it is I choose a background. Your parents grounded you. Were you that bad? Were you that bad much of a bad boy or bad girl or they them? Okay, the way I always do it is I pick a background and I model my stance and stuff like that how I want it. They have some suggestions over here always, which is pretty nice. I can, for example, grab this and or this, things like that. Which helps a lot, but it's never perfect or not exactly how I want it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna recreate what is this? Oh, that's something else. Okay, downloads. Yeah, earlier today I basically made this one for the thumbnail. And hi Starry, welcome. For dropping your mom's AirPods. Oh, I hope they didn't break. But yeah, from this, basically, this image, I made the thumbnail. I need to go to the right section for that. Streaming, YouTube, presets. There. So from this image, from these poses. Where is it? I might have to start off cleaning up this as well. There, this one. I made this. You like my new t-shirt? Thank you. I made it today in the stream. That was this whole stream about. Making a new outfit. So how do I do this? Wait. Here, you can still see the remnants. This... Oh, yeah, you can't really see that. I think I'm going to position my model a little bit differently as well. But I'm also wearing a nice skirt and thigh highs. I feel always so stiff when I look like this. Because I don't have the hand tracking anymore. Which I still want to implement again. But it's a little bit of a pain in my behind to implement everything like that. And I don't have the USB slots anymore. But yeah, that's a work in process. For now... Well, that's a little bit too close up. There we go. We're gonna go for this. I close all these. Don't need the save tab because I have those saved specifically somewhere else. Don't need that. Okay. So we're gonna basically recreate this one, but then with my new outfit. Let's see. Where's that program? Oh, I can close Unity. Here. Okay. So I think I originated one of them from... I know it was pretty high up. Let's see. Where is it? Most of the time I find it easy to pick one of these as a base. And then edit them afterwards. So I'm going to customize pose. I want my hand a little bit straighter. Like this. Oh, this one here. A little bit more like that. And basically what I do is I click on the bubbles that I want to change. My models. Outfit too. I'm going to change its position a little bit. There we go. And this is basically how I make thumbnails. Need that bubble. A bit lower. A tiny bit higher. That one a tiny bit higher. There we go. And move my head towards a little bit more towards here because you want to make contact with, well, the people, I feel like. With the audience. Now I can take expressions. But I always have troubles with, as you can see, if I make full happiness, my eyebrows disappear. And that's because the blend shapes don't always work really well. For now, it's going to be the case. Wait, did I change that in this one? No, as you can see in this one as well, I do not have my eyebrows. You know what? I can fix that. Instead of doing happy over here, I can go to blend shapes. And the problem with it is, I think it's called fun instead in this one. Joy. Yeah, it's called joy. So now I have to go to... Now, this is brow, so I don't need to do that one for now. First eye. And then I slowly have to go down. Eye. Joy. Then I go down further. Mouth. Joy. I think that was it. Most of the time you just have to go for 2. And then I'm going to edit the brows. Brow joy. Just so they... Yeah, for some reason they disappear in me. Don't know why that is a thing. But that sadly is a thing. So I could go for a different type of brows instead of joy. I could go... Sorry, they all go in my head for some reason now. Oh, here. Surprise. So my eyebrows are a little bit more up. I like that. For some reason, that's one of the only things this can sadly do. Unless you want to go really, really deep into it. But from that point, I don't know how to do it anymore. My knowledge is just so far and no further. But I look happy here. Now, there's still something I need to change, but hands are in a different tab. They're over here. I basically want my hands open as like I'm doing the ta-da. And also on the left hand, the ta-da. It also has 4. Oh, that's not the thumb. Okay. Huh. I'll probably do the same. Do you lower? Do you a bit higher? And there we go. Then we have the pages a little bit. Something like this. Now, I need another model because now I need the actual waffle. Which is not that much of a pain. I just need to grab it. Waffle outfit. And now it will be added. And there we go. And it will start in the same position as this model. Which is fine. There we go. Turn them around. Which this ball is for turning around. That one is for... Wisca will go... You're so confused. I'm sorry, bye. No worries, Wisca. At some point it gets confusing, which is fine. Have a good time. Have a good day. Have a good night. I'll see you another time. Yeah, from here on, same with this one. I had a pose of spread arms, spread legs. Which this one is pretty close to that. So I'm gonna turn myself around. Go a little bit up. And change poses. And widen the legs a little bit. Okay, that makes the ear look really weird of Waffle. It's kind of funny. Make this one a little bit lower. And a little bit more turned like... If I would do that, yeah, my hands would be more towards... There. Most of the time, the way I try to imitate it most is by actually doing the pose myself as well. I'm not going to jump in the air, but for example, I'm doing the arms, so I'm actually doing my arms like this. Look at my own arms. Okay, how does it look like? Okay, I look kind of like that. How can I do that better over here? For example, this looks a little bit weird. Because it looks a little bit stiff, or something like that. And sometimes I can't figure out why it looks a little bit weird. But this looks good enough. And we'll do the same thing that we did last time. Which is the joy again. I need to press here, you. There. I could do a different mouth type. That's the nice part. If you go to the blend shapes, you can also use different mouth types. I can use that. Or I don't find that much fitting. Maybe the neutral. For the fun. But then I don't want my eyes that closed. So I go back to eyes. Open my eyes a bit more. There we go. And then brows. Like that. Looks good to me. Now from here on out, I don't add shadows because most of the time they fall away with backgrounds anyways. I'm going to use this background, but I want my models to also be able to fit with that. So I'm going to remove the background. And I'm going to make it at 920, 1080. And upload that image. Well, grab that image. Just for ease, I'm going to open this one. It's a tiny bit easier. So I have the normal this one. And that way I can just grab the background and the other stuff that I need. I think it's in downloads, yes. Open Paint. And there we go. Now I'm gonna grab this background. And add it as the background. I always make another one. And I'll show why. Because my models pop out a little bit. And that's because my models are light. They don't really fit the environment right now, so how do I fix that? Why are you making a new outfit for your model, by the way? Just curious. I thought it would be fun. That's the only reason. I thought it would make for a good live stream and will be fun to do, so why not? And one of my outfits broke and I can't fix them, the shark outfit. So I'm going to replace the shark outfit with this outfit as well. There we go. Now I do it in a reverse order. It looks great, lol. Thank you. So now I have the background on the foreground and my models on the background. What I like to do is to make it a little bit more like there's actually lighting on top of me and not the background. Is with the background, I'm going to add about 120 blur. 122 is fine. I've done this so many times, so I'm pretty fast at it and I don't have to look at a lot of stuff. I'm just grabbing the magical wand and I click here. As you can see, automatically my models are outlined because I'm on this layer, the layer where my models are. Basically, what it sees is this. And I'm selecting the empty area. And I can have the tolerance at nearing max. At max, even. Okay, no, not at max, it seems. Near max. But I can also have it at 0. Because empty is empty. It's that simple. Now, what I like to do is I go back to this layer. And delete it. Now, you have the outlines of my models. Here you have my models. Then I'm going to go to this cute little tool, and go on overlay. Now you can see my models, but it's too strong. I don't want it too strong. I lower it a little bit. Most of the time I'm around the 90 to 100, so I'm going to do 95. And look at it. Looks a little bit darker. I'm going to press OK. I can always edit it if I want to. I'm combining the layers. And now, this is basically the difference. It's just a small detail. But you blend a little bit in more with the background, which I prefer. Because I feel like with this, I pop out. My hair pops out and things like that. With this, I still pop out, but I blend in the ground. Like there's a little bit more of a lighting. Which I like. Then, most of the time if I play a game, I have over here somewhere. In this case, I would have over here. Where is it? I'm going to do white, text, game logo. Normally I would have the game logo about here. Because here, it comes too close to the model. Down here, it's at my feet, also too low. Here's also a possibility. But if I can get it high up, I do it high up or even in the middle. But in this case, I would have the game logo here. I don't have a game logo, so that's not the case. I'm gonna remove that. Then I have one thing as well. And that's a border. And there we go. That's just copy and paste. I have that border somewhere saved. I can open the border and boom. And that's how I make a thumbnail. Now, like I said, for YouTube, it has to be something special. So I always... let me go to the right folder, first of all. Here. And I just save it here. Normally I give it a name, but I'm not going to give it a name right now. And then I save it in a special way as a save as. And then PNG, save as. And then I can select a lower quality. It needs to be underneath 2 MB. So it needs to be this one, 8 bits. Which is a lower quality, but I still keep the higher quality. I save it, flatten, done. And then I upload the thumbnail, write a funny story, think of a title, and that's how I make it live. And that's basically the whole process of all the things that I do. From making a new model to uploading, making thumbnails. Now I'm gonna replace that thumbnail from YouTube with this one probably. Just for funsies. And yeah. But that's gonna be it then for tonight. Because I don't think there's a lot more that I have to show. Let's see. There we go. So yeah. Oop. Close some stuff out of the background. Okay. So yeah, for now, I am gonna call it a night. And thank you for the hat pats. Thank you for the hat pats, Pancake. It was a lot of fun. Like, my model is not centered anymore because Finjan is not centered anymore. I could try to center that a little bit. There, it's a little bit better. Actually, I'm gonna show off my skirt now. So yeah, I hope everybody has a beautiful day and a beautiful night. I'll be back Wednesday with some fun gaming again. Yeah, so that was it for today. Anything that I missed? I don't think there's anything I missed. If you have questions, don't be afraid to ask them. I might just answer. I always try to answer if I get a DM or something. And if you have questions about it, feel free to ask. Asking doesn't hurt. For now, I hope everybody has a beautiful day and a beautiful night. Oh, trip. Oh, hi, Natkura. And bye, Natkura. Okay, I'll let Waffle talk.
Asterisk Waffle's tail wags happily. Asterisk by treats, playtime, and joy wait. Waffle is here for all the laughing fun and happiness. Until next time, woof woof.
Woof woof. Until next time. Bye, everyone. Bye.